What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Alder. I am the host of How Does This Help podcast. I'm the founder of the overall project. This is the first episode of the what, how, and why am I doing How Does This Help? So, first I just want to start off with telling a story of just really my how I got to this. I've been thinking a lot. I'm 30 years old, and I really haven't done anything like or chased after a real dream. I've always just kind of done the steps that I was told to do. You know, go to school, go to college, get a job. All these things, and really you've kind of felt like I wanted to do a passion project that was a accumulation of everything that I've enjoyed doing throughout my life, whether it was my childhood, now as an adult, all these things. And as I was looking back at my childhood, I remember there was a point in my childhood, when I had a Talkboy 2, which was that little handheld, pretty much a cassette player for kids that was marketed from Home Alone 2. I think even he had it in Home Alone 1 as well, but he used it to be like a prankster and stuff. But my brother Chris had one, and when he got sick of it, I took it over, and I had a bunch of cassette tapes that I got that were blank, and I started doing podcasts. I call it talk radio, but I was by myself most of the time, or I didn't think the conversations I was having with adults were interesting enough, and so sometimes I played the character of being the interviewer and also being the guest, of trying to do different voices, because I like to do different voices, and that's something I've been talented as a kid. So maybe I'll show that off over the course of the podcast, one point or another. Maybe if I get enough followers, I'll show you all my votes or my voices that I can do. I feel like there's some of them are good, some are okay, but I think there's a couple of them that are good. Either way, that was just like one thing, and I do marketing for a full-time job, and I just really want to keep all my tools sharp. I'm building a website, putting content out there, doing film editing, talking, presenting, getting guests to come on, and really I think that personally this is going to be a really big period of public growth for me. Almost an uncomfortable amount at first, I think, and I've been afraid, to be honest, to get this out there. I dragged my feet for about a year now, but I'm ready to do this, baby. And I want to introduce to you guys what How Does This Help is going to do. So I've written down just a couple bullet points, just to make sure I hit all the points here on this list here. So what is How Does This Help? It's a podcast, it's a video podcast, audio podcast. It's going to be a blog. I'm going to have guests on it. And the main idea is just to share knowledge and experience. So I'll try to get, from my capabilities and with the help of you guys, hopefully experts in the field, or people who have really a lot of experience in certain areas in life that you think that could help, or that I will think that they can help. And really I want to focus on things that I'm exploring, because I think the stuff I'm exploring also is worth value for other people to hear about, and it might not be the same stuff you're into, but let me be the guinea pig for you, I guess you could say. Exploring new venues in life and new ideas. So which goes to the how does this help? How is this whole podcast, this blog, and the guests and the sharing knowledge going to help? Mainly, I'm hoping to get some new ideas to you as far as like how you can help yourself, how you can help take care of yourself, a new perspective maybe on old ideas that we've been taught as kids, or something you already knew. Maybe I can provide a new perspective, or someone else I bring on can provide a new perspective to you. I'm going to be trying to research every topic I can to the best of my ability. And then that is something that's, I think, is never going to be perfect. So if I don't catch something in my research, please feel free to put your comments or stuff that you believe, or your opinions on things down below. But just please be kind, please be nice. There's no need to attack people, call people names or anything like that, but I'm always welcoming of new knowledge. So if I say something that maybe I quote wrong or whatever it is, forgive me. Which brings me to the why. I think you should follow me or follow this project is one. I don't think I'm a guru. I don't think I know it all. I don't think I might come across that way sometimes, but deep down I know I don't. But I sure try to explore all life has to offer. I like to try new things. I think life is about trying new things and seeing, what's a good experience, what's a bad experience, and what makes a good experience, what makes a bad experience, a bad experience. Again, I don't really know anything. I don't know everything. I know a lot. I have a lot of experience in certain areas, but that doesn't mean that I'm end all be all. So I kind of look at myself as like a average Joe that can like be a voice for myself and hopefully for you viewers, so you could get some new knowledge and some things on that can help you. Because I'm excited for what I have coming down the pipe. Hope you guys are too. Lastly, I just kind of want to go through who I am. And these are a couple little bullets that I just kind of wrote down. And I didn't want to go like say this was where I was born, this is how I was raised, and all that stuff, because I feel like those are all ways of labeling who I am, and it'll give you guys an idea of like, oh, if he's this, then he must be this, and you assume all these things, when I'd rather have you guys come to this podcast and just find out who I am and how I talk and how I hold myself. But these list of things, I feel like I'm courageous. I'm not afraid to do what I believe is right. I'm adventurous. Life is a journey to explore. I am human. I make mistakes. I am kind. I'm a sensitive empath. Generous. I'm giving of myself, my time, and my energy. Deep thinker. Surface level is hard for me on many accounts, and I never really realized that until I got into certain conversations with people, and I just have a hard time having that surface level conversation. So everything from movies to conversations to whatever it is, reading books, nothing's ever really surface level for me. And lastly, I kind of wrote this for myself, not as an ego, but just kind of where I want to plant my flag is I believe that I'm a hero, willing to put myself out there in risk of pain. And that pain can come from embarrassment of saying or do something, or that doesn't align with who I am, or doesn't align with my overall values, because I'm not a perfect person. I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes, and at the end of the day, I have a bias, and I will try to address those biases and know those biases. But I hope you follow me and follow this podcast, and hopefully learn something. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.